One of the most captivating
Discord still had the camera beholden to it, so had to flip it up. I fixed the audio too. Don't worry. That's all it was. Durag. Why is everyone saying Durag? Yeah, it's Delicate Steve. I know you want to hear this phone call. I do too. I am going coffee free for this. Usually I like having a cup of coffee right now, but I don't feel like being up till 5 in the morning. Oh, so does everyone know?
Keemstasig Shed donated $2 through Super Chat. You are exposed, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I actually had to shit that time. I didn't have to piss. I plowed through a whole case of seltzer, basically. Again, it's a habit. It's not even that I'm thirsty, but it's like, I don't know. It's like how people like have something in their hands. Jostler, go to bed. You're fired. You got a Red Bull right now? Because I don't want, like, it's a bad habit to have another caffeinated beverage now. Because, like, okay, it'll spruce me up a little bit. I said spruce. But then I'll be up till 5 in the fucking morning. I actually have my kids coming tomorrow or today anyway. So yeah, I don't want to be going to bed at 4 or 5. Pretty much like right when I leave the stream, I'm gonna be doing a backflip in bed at 2:30. So anyway, let's get into what we're all here for. We're all here for a man.
Easily Pleased 23 donated $5 through Super Chat. I brought up the cheese sandwich. I was laughing hard after David saw it.
Oh, Dan, you're famous. I gotta tell him that he's gonna lose his mind. So anyway, cliff notes for the one of you who may not know. Phil, because he is PPP's cuck, the guy over at Kino Casino who looks like a lesbian, told him to do this interview with a dude from a show that has called The Truth Seekers. He had all of his receipts, all of this evidence proving that Phil was spending an exorbitant amount of money when he was begging for it. Well, at the same time, making it like he was destitute. And it just opened up Pandora's box, and everyone started looking into everything, and down to the point that this guy who Broside Phil, who was former law enforcement, yes, former police officers are Phil's detractors. Let that sink in. Gotten hold of the detective that Phil called allegedly, which he did actually, when his account I believe got hacked into. And, you know, it's public shit. And she basically said that Phil's a lunatic. Yeah, if Phil still works with them after this, he is the biggest cuck on the planet. Let's just keep it real. Anyway, so this is bro side Phil talking to this detective, and it's fucking insane. Let's go. Yeah, he's just razzing him.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Ms. Whitney, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. This is going to sound so crazy and so stupid, but
because it is crazy and stupid.
How stupid is it? It's internet drama. Stupid. Like that's how.
Oh,
like
okay.
okay. So
there's no shortage of that.
I know. So there's a couple of things I have that I want to make very much aware of.
First and foremost, what is that coming from?
This is not a huge deal or anything. There's a good chance you're not going to remember anything, and that's fine. But for the sake of what I would consider kind of the integrity of quote unquote an investigation, I'm going to start with the least amount of material.
Comic Book Chat donated $10 through Super
Yes,
Chat.
I have.
Rich, have you ever thought about putting your live streams on the podcast platforms? I would love to listen to them when I go for my walks or runs. Also, it's just money you're leaving on the table.
That is very true. The only thing is, would you guys mind like these text-to-speech super chats in there? I guess you wouldn't if you're asking. Because, yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe, if some people don't like it, then they won't tune into it. Yeah, good point.
To see if you remember stuff, but I have like the FOIA request, like a police report that I can then send you on Facebook to like, if you were like, I think I remember that, to like jog your memory, including your narrative affidavit. But is that okay if I just kind of walk you through what I want to ask you about and just see if anything like garners a unique or independent memory?
Yeah, before we get into that though, are you like, you said you're working private sector. Is this like a thing you're working on?
No.
I mean, I've thought about that, but then I'm like, I have the super chats in there and I don't physically have the time to edit them down. But I mean, I could put an intro and outro and put that up there. And if people are okay with that, I don't have right now the means to get an editor. A few months from now I will, but right now I don't. But I can, put, like I said, an intro and an outro. And if people, if you're okay with the text to speech and the super chats, cool. Absolutely, man.
No. So I part-time, I run a YouTube channel that covers that covers an individual. I'm not going to say the name yet because obviously it would compromise the conversation that we're having. That individual has questioned my integrity, saying that basically I'm a liar and things.
This
of that
is so
nature.
insane.
And it actually had to do with Detective Chris Edwards.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I feel bad making, like, I don't want anyone doing any shit for free. Well, I came back after I hit the goal, which for a disastrous members only stream is insane that I hit the goal. And if I hit the goal, I come back from 12:30 to 2:30.
Who I've also spoken with in reference to this,
I love Chris.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. He actually gave me like the best, like the absolute best like quote I could ever have because of what he was what's being challenged or what was being said. He gave me just the best bit. I'll tell you a little bit about it.
He's good at that. He was one of my FTOs.
Oh, okay.
So I've known Chris a long time, and yeah, he's a great guy.
That's awesome.
Mashed potato sandwich foil groomed to me. You know what? It's like holy carb overload, but I'm sure that would actually probably be okay.
Yeah. So can I just kind of preface? Okay, so
go ahead. Yeah.
The case is 2021, January 15th. Okay. And because I can, and because I have it in front of me, and if you wouldn't mind, if you do, I completely understand. Do you remember your reporting officer ID?
10347.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much right now. Gosh. Okay. All
right. That matches up.
All right. So January 15th, I don't know how the call came in. I think it was phone.
Comic Book Chat donated $5 through Super Chat. I feel like the text-to-speech doesn't matter. It is just part of your show. I know people that basically just listen to your show audio only anyway.
Okay. You know what, then? Fine. I'll start working on it next week. Fine. Fuck, yeah. I mean, I just kind of thought no way people would listen because of the super chats and the text-to-speech and to sit there and edit it out. Sometimes not only would it be impossible because of time, it would be impossible because of how they're ingratiated into the audio. So editing them out, it would just make it nonsensical. So if you're okay with them, fuck yeah, why not?
Actually, I should be able to know that because I have the call sheet. Ha ha ha. Hold on. Let me, like I said, I want to give you the least amount, but I still want to give you some. So let's see. Type was THRT2. Verbal. So it looks like it was verbal. So verbal threat report. I don't know how. Oh, and it came in. Yeah, it looks like.
I listened to this whole thing. Is this where he was marked as 220 came from? Was it in here?
Like it was a.
What's up, Sea Monkey?
Call. Yes, it's a call. Okay, so
Okay.
this call would have been in reference.
Aussie Metal Mate donated $7.99 through Super Chat. That stream you downloaded the Dark Souls sound. I had to explain to my roommate that I wasn't watching the Corn Hub.
And now when I pop into a voice chat on Discord, it makes that sound now. So is it here? Yes, near the end. Okay. I mean, did we need a detective to tell us that Phil's mentally disturbed?
To an individual saying that they had received very threatening emails, like emails to end their life. Is this ringing a bell so far at all?
No, because I'm trying to think. So
She
January
probably
15,
deals with threats all the
2021,
time.
I was
Correct.
back in patrol, and I believe I was working probably the 3 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
shift. South End sector.
Okay. So
No, but the emails to threaten life doesn't narrow it down.
not a problem.
Sadly.
Not a problem at all. I think
Two last names donated $1.99 through Super Chat. This guy come across as scarily obsessive IMHO.
I don't know much about him. From this situation, nah, if he's former law enforcement, I get why he's into it. Would I put this much work in? No, not because I'm lazy. I don't care about going that deep into Phil. And I'm not talking about his ass. In my honest opinion. Now, I don't know anything else about this dude. I don't know anything else that he's done. But I mean, again, the bank leaks are out there. What the person did. Someone's like, Rich, you should condemn what like, yeah, I've always condemned what they did with the bank leaks. It was illegal and they still should be held accountable for it. But the reality is that it was done. They are out there and it is a thing. You know what I mean? What's done is done. They're public now. Should they have been? No, but they are. And people have done the research. Oh, Phil's talking about a haircut. The day he's talking about a haircut in the bank leaks, there is a transaction for a haircut. What are the fucking odds? You know? So, I mean, in a way, Phil has done this to himself. He wanted to use his financial woes as a reason to incentivize people to pay up. It's going to make people raise an eyebrow. Should someone broke into his bank account? Again, I know I'm repeating myself. No, but they did. We know about it. It's out there. And he's the architect of his own demise. You know?
I think the RP is gonna ring a bell. So I'm gonna read a little bit of your narrative affidavit, and I'm gonna cut out the name of the individual.
What's up, Purple Akai? Big ups to you,
and
too.
I'm just going to kind of remind you about what he said instead, okay? So on 1/15/21 at approximately 17:31 hours, you were dispatched to threats report by phone. You made contact with the
What's up, Cam, man? How are you?
With the RP, who stated that he had received 3 emails from an unknown person that were threatening in nature. Subject explained that he is a crowd-funded paid gamer, and he games at least 8 hours a day, live streaming. Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yeah, because I believe he was
Well, I see Richard Burnell with me shirtless there.
swatted later
Yes.
on after that.
Yes, he
okay.
was. You'll remember.
'Cause,
Great.
Yeah, because his place was covered in cameras on the outside, and we were like, wow, we see that and we think, grow up, you know. But I don't remember his name, but I remember because he was swatted sometime after that, and there was some drama.
So I'm going to give.
Okay.
Wait, was he swatted after that? Was Phil swatted more than once? I remember there was that big deal. I think it was 20. He was swatted before then, yeah. 2021 he wasn't swatted. I can picture Phil having the cameras, though.
I'm going to give 6 names I'm not going to tell you which one
Okay.
is correct. One of the 6 names is his first name, okay? If you
Okay.
recognize it immediately, let me know. If
Yo, Phil's sitting there like he's in a drug cartel. You ever watch like those movies where they have the multiple cameras and they're tapping a button to look through each one to see if someone's that's Phil, but he's not streaming. He's tapping through the different cameras with one hand and WWE champions with the other.
if not, that's fine.
Oh,
Okay?
we'll see. I'm bad with names, but
Okay.
okay.
Kevin, Roger,
I mean, it fits because we already know he's paranoid. He shows it on streams all the time.
Philip, Stephen, Walter, William.
I feel like it was either Kevin or Steven.
Well, it was Philip, actually. Philip Burnell.
Okay, well, there you go.
I mean, credit to this guy where credit's due. He's not trying to lead her. He's trying to be as fair and balanced as he possibly can be.
Well,
I said I'm bad with names.
No problem.
I
I
can
just
remember events and faces, but not
That
names
is
too
true,
well.
Walla.
I know that
Okay.
feeling very, very well.
Yeah, right?
Yep. So you've got the swatting thing, right? That it was Proton Mail that did it.
That's
Out of
right.
curiosity, when you said so, when I said he was a gamer and stuff like that, you mentioned you remembered the cameras. Was there any other reason why, when I said he was a gamer, that garnered a memory to you?
Well, yeah, so he didn't want us at his place. He
Uh-huh.
didn't want cops showing up there. He insisted by phone.
Why?
I do remember him sending the emails to me now so I
Mhm.
could submit them.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he had contact. It must be with Chris because he talked about how much money he made playing 8 hours a day or whatever. And I was like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the figure off the top of my head, but I remember thinking I was in the wrong line of business.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Yeah. But he did not want us physically there.
How very
And
strange.
I'm like, well, yeah, he did not.
Because he's a fucking weird recluse.
And I know that because I remember the condos that he lived in, it was like Cabio or something like that. It was some weird name.
Mhm.
And the condos getting to the back one that he was at, it's like a dead end. There's like a
Uh-huh.
big fence and all this stuff. And I drove
Mhm.
up to it because I'm like, well, if someone doesn't want me there and they're claiming to be a victim, I want to
Mhm.
see why. So I did drive back there and I saw a bunch of cameras posted up on the outside of the condo that he listed as his address. I
Okay.
don't remember making contact with him, but yeah, it was because I'm trying to remember now because I mean, that was one of the first ones I took of these gamers. It seems like that was the time that they started swatting each other
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, like all over the country.
Yeah, it
And
was a
getting
big
pissed.
problem.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember that was kind of one of that was the first time I had something with a gamer involved. But I remember it coincided with a big uptick of the swatting, gamers swatting other gamers.
Someone sent me something on
um,
8-bit.
I don't remember how long after this contact the swatting took place. But,
Well, it's actually quite funny. I know you said that you thought it was after this. It was actually in 2015 that Phil got swatted, but it's
Oh.
probably another swatting or something that you remember. But
Quasar
yeah,
Blade
you
donated
actually you
$5
documented
through
that he
Super
got
Chat.
swatted in 15
For
after
someone
he
who
moved
bitch
into
about a
Reno.
chicken sandwich called out for comparing yourself to a video game and the senseless begging and lying all adds up. Number 220.
Yeah, dude, think about how, like, he's shown signs of mental illness. Like, it's not some big fucking shocker, Quasar Blade. He's shown signs, like the chicken sandwich in and of it's comical as it is, as funny as I've done an entire live stream on his chicken sandwich, which maybe that means I'm mentally ill too, but
Fruity Baboon donated €2 through Super Chat. You could say he had the camera on the whole time.
yeah, dude. But like the fact that you would think that people cared enough about the fact you had a bad fast food experience that you would update them. I think about 3 weeks later, all jokes aside, it's like you're so detached from reality. That is a level of self-importance that I can't even compute. Oh, we all have issues, but it's the level of issues that you have, Foil Grim. You know what I mean?
But the
Okay.
now
Yeah.
that I've established that you have independent memory, that was the crux. That was one of the main things
Okay.
I wanted to check, because, like I said, my integrity is coming into effect. I didn't want to give you too much and have people say, "Oh, I
Yeah.
led you." You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I got you.
Cool. So this is the big part. This is going to be more of a direct thing. During your conversations, and I'm assuming you remember your conversations with him mostly.
A little, yeah.
Okay,
I
well, this
mean,
would be pretty unique of a memory, I would think, but I'm not you. Whatever you remember, definitely don't tell me something you don't remember. I don't want that. So,
okay.
what he
Okay.
is alleging, a couple of years after this event, he claims that he got his identity stolen and that his bank accounts were hacked. And so I'm going to paint this in, and so he got asked, and he didn't make a police report about that. And he got asked, why wouldn't you make a police report about your bank account being hacked? Why would you make a police report about, not make a police report about people accessing your bank accounts? Now, at the time when he answered this question, I thought he was talking about Detective Chris Edwards. So I asked him, and he says he definitely didn't say this. According to Phil, he says that he spoke with an officer, female, in reference to this. I can only assume that's you, who told him, when he was
Lyoko Warrior donated $5 through Super Chat. Friendly reminder that Phil saw a meme, took it literally, then proceeded to talk about his calves for 30 minutes.
220. Yeah, dude. And the thing is, as he's getting older, he's getting weirder. It's like he's getting more bizarre. Yeah, I'm grinding. I mean, hey, man, Tech Talk has to establish itself. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think the 11 to 1 time works. I think for us to make the revenue, we got to be in an earlier spot. People will say, what about Rewind? What about all that? I'm like, yeah, but they're part of like that straight up drama sphere. So the audience that bounces from 1 to 1 to 1, they're into all that. Us being like, I was going to say it, I think 4 to 6 would be a more profitable spot. We may dip below 1,000 viewers. We may only have 700 fucking viewers, but it brings in a different audience, and there's people there that may want to be there earlier. And like I said before, if there are people coming from the lolcow universe, they're not tapped out from supporting the other shows. I said what I said, Anyway, let's continue.
was talking with you, mentioned to you that he was having trouble
Happy,
with
tell your
PayPal,
dad I said happy 79th birthday,
chargebacks.
Black Sheep, to your dad.
People would give
Happy
him
birthday.
money and then they would charge back the PayPal transaction, and that it was a problem from him because he definitely saw that as a crime, not a civil matter, which it totally is, but he saw that as a crime, and he asked the female officer, is there anything that I can do about that? His statement is, and if you remember, that's fine. If you don't remember, that's fine. And if you remember you definitely didn't say it, that's fine too. He says that the female officer, I'm assuming you, stated, we don't have the manpower or the bandwidth or the unit to work those kind of cases. We only work, or in terms of cybercrime, we only work human trafficking. You should contact the FBI.
Oh gosh. Well, for starter, I don't remember the PayPal conversation.
I'm not surprised.
I don't remember that conversation at all.
Well, yeah, if it's like he was saying to someone who like charged back like $2, say it's a federal crime and you could go to prison. Phil, they're not going to go after someone for like fucking even $20, dude.
Um,
Wait, you and Mr. Awesome know each other?
I
Well, let's
And I'm
talk.
trying to think.
Yeah, and he's in Seattle. He's not in like a small area.
If that would even be something I would say, because I personally worked in the human trafficking online cases as both a UC and actually mostly as a UC.
You mean
Oh,
prior to
you
this,
did?
or
You hosted
prior
the
to this, or
meetup with
after this?
JKB? Awesome.
Like prior and during.
Oh
Like
no!
whenever, yeah.
You
So
don't.
I did.
You're making my day.
I know. I worked those cases. In fact,
I missed that. Hold
prior
on.
in UC and actually mostly as a UC.
You mean prior to this, or prior to this, or after this?
Like prior and during.
Oh
Like
no!
whenever, yeah.
You
So
don't.
I
So Phil gets caught in another lie again.
did.
You're making my day.
I know. I worked those cases, and
Not Matthew Reed. He needs like borderline inpatient therapy. But the thing is, his narcissism and his ego will never let him get it. He feels he's beyond it.
in fact, our set team, they're I can't remember what it stands for now, but basically our narc detectives who were separate from the investigation division, they worked all those cases. And so whenever they had an operation, a sex sting or sex trafficking sting or whatever, I was actually one of the UCs either on the phone or typing. And way years prior to that, because I looked young enough.
I'm not saying it because I wish it. I do think his wife will eventually leave him too. Speculation. But when that happens, you think he's bizarre now? He's going to get even weirder, man.
They used my pictures when we first started the online trafficking program in Renton with he's now I think Deputy Chief Rutledge.
Okay.
He was
Nah, Sea Monkey, I agree with you. I'm going to be real. Phil annoys me, but he does need help. Of course, it crashes right when I'm reading it. Good old YouTube. Kind of feel bad. He's so he's so detached from reality, Sea Monkey. It is sad. It's sad.
was a detective in set, and he's the one who all on his own got that started. And
he's
my
never
pictures, and I was the
and you know, it sounds like his family's full of space cadets too.
Keemstasig Shed donated $2 through Super Chat. 4J's next birthday jump out of a cake, shirtless.
Need a big ass cake. Why does it say Yo, why does it say a Keemstar? Like Keemstar sex shit, and then it goes back into an American accent. It goes from like British to American. You notice that?
UC and all that. But we did, I mean, investigations would have been assigned any type of fraud or anything like that.
Yeah.
So they did investigate, because I worked in investigations. I mean, I was only property crime for a year before I moved on to sex crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't personally, I worked a few fraud cases, but the banks did the majority of the work there, not us.
Okay. Well,
So,
let me see if I
yeah,
can't
that
garner.
doesn't,
Let me see if I can't
yeah.
garner a giggle out of you. Okay, to kind of give you context, of what this
Listen, garner a giggle out of me.
is all about. So Phil Burnell is very actually well known on YouTube, and you could even say notoriety / celebrity status. And the reason why he's so well known is he is well known for begging. He goes on YouTube by the moniker Darkside Phil, and his YouTube channel of They Call Me DSP.
Yeah, mine just crashed too when I was in the middle of reading that Sea Monkey statement.
He is also accused of having a gross gotcha game addiction to WWE champions, spending somewhere to the tune of $100,000 to $200,000.
Matthew, much longer do you think Phil's YouTube career is going to go? Who knows? Who knows? The couple times, because it does recommend Phil's channel to me, I tuned in, his viewership actually went up a little bit. People love a shit show. Phil is the epitome of a shit show.
Dollars on a mobile game. And
Wow.
illegally, 100% illegally, Somebody
Oh.
socially engineered his bank account information. Like they were able to get onto Bank of America's call center and hear transactions come through. And they documented all of this. And he had like something like $40,000 in iTunes transactions, which would be how he's paying for the game, and like $20,000 in PayPal transactions, which is another way to pay for the game. Well, these were affectionately known as the bank.
Quasar Blade donated $5 through Super Chat. If Phil shared same curse as Pinocchio all the lies of 16 years on internet, how long his nose would be by now by the way he held chat hostage again today.
If dude, I don't even know if it's immeasurable, man. That thing you could bring it across the George Washington Bridge. It depends on like what would the measurement be per lie. Like not to get stupid technical about something that'll never happen, but you know what I mean? Like he lies almost every day about something too. You know what I mean? Even stupid shit.
Leaks.
That makes no sense to lie about, you know?
And
I can't think of a specific thing right now. I'll shut up. Jesus Christ.
when I was telling you about that interview where he said, I didn't make the police report. Well, that was them saying, well, dude, if your bank information got leaked, why didn't you make a police report? Well, his response was because you said they don't work cases like that. They only work human trafficking. And I'm sorry, just based on how you're talking to me, I refuse to believe that. I just needed verification. So like I said, it is stupid. It's dumb. It's dumber than dumb. But
oh, Matthew Reed, I'm sure you working as a pharmacist, people knowing more than you, even though you have a degree in what you do. I don't doubt you in the slightest.
Yeah. At the same time, like I said, I'm former law enforcement myself. I actually moved on to, you probably know the company. Don't mention it if you do, but when you were in investigations, I'm assuming that you guys downloaded cell phones. Yeah. You probably used one tool
Fred
in particular.
Fox was out of his mind.
That's who picked me up.
Gotcha. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, that was Chris's specialty.
Well, let's go. That's awesome.
Yes.
I got picked up by them. And so when this guy came out and basically said, I don't believe you, you're a liar, you're this, you're that, when I
Still
talking about
Splinter
Chris
donated €2 through Super Chat. What's the chicken sandwich lore with Phil?
Just because there's so much other, we could go back into that. It's just like a banger. It's like watching a really good movie, like The Big Lebowski. You could just keep watching it. We'll do that. Yeah, the reason there's so, because do you think Phil's the only person that's doing this? There's countless people. That's why they wanted laws and legislation to curtail them.
It's JFE donated $5 through Super Chat. Ever wonder why there's so many microtransactions in games? There's 1,000 Phils in the world.
Thousands? Yeah, no, there's more than 1,000. It's big business. Addiction to that shit is big business.
And stuff like that. Well, I live stream myself, and I was mentioning this, and I had an individual reach out to me and say, actually, I know a former officer, because I know you're no longer with Renton, because I called Renton first, and they said, I actually know her. She was actually friends with my oldest sister. That's actually how I got your Facebook information. I'm not a crazy stalker or anything like that, I promise.
Oh, no, I mean, I put my name.
Jesus, you got her Facebook info? I mean, whatever. It sounds like it was through legit means, so.
The same, so I was like, I don't hide it or anything.
Okay. Well, like I said, I really appreciate your time.
Yeah,
this has been so wonderful.
Yeah, because if he had the PayPal thing to begin with, you're right, that's a civil thing. But had he called and said, my bank account information is hacked, I'm out all this money, we absolutely, there's maybe small town places, but they would even hand it off to county. You know that.
Of course.
That gets investigated fully.
Exactly.
But
It's so simple.
yeah.
It's a search warrant
Yeah.
to an ISP, or it's a search warrant to the bank
Yeah.
account saying, show me routing number, show me transaction time, show me IP address.
Absolutely.
It's a walk in the park. And
Yeah.
no, we just don't investigate that because all we do is work human trafficking. My agency size was 50. You know, how big is what's Ritten's authorized strength? Do you know?
Oh gosh, when I was there, I think the authorized strength was 128 to 132.
Yeah, you guys are damn near 3 times the size of my department,
Yeah,
and I worked those crimes.
That's great. Oh, Phil. Your lies are catching up to you. But will it matter? Probably not.
Yeah, there were detectives in property crimes that specifically did work fraud and bank account stuff. So I don't remember the PayPal conversation, but I cannot imagine myself having worked the sex crime stuff saying that's the only online. I try to never tell people in any of the calls, like, nope, we
DSP tries at getting caught in more lies.
only do this, we only do that. Like, sure, we'll look into it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken the damn report. And, well, although that was the threats thing.
Yeah,
but still,
of
like,
course.
to know now.
Yeah,
But-
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and I'm sure he's accurate. It was a female officer because I was the only female on my squad. It's possible that when he had the PayPal conversation, if he called back another time, sometimes the North Sector officers will take the phone reports for the South or vice versa if we're busy.
No, he
and
had
then we're females working on.
Wait, Phil panicked when his chat spammed 220. I mean, again, we've all known that he's not all there, but now that it's like official that like he's considered mentally unwell. Oh my god.
Opposite, but I'm
he
sure it
had
was me.
documentation. He had documentation in
Okay.
his hands, and the only way he's getting
Okay.
documentation is if he picked it up offline. It looked like some semi-official, so maybe something was mailed to
You're mentally unstable if you have a code 220.
him or something like
Mari.
that. But yeah, he was.
Public disclosure stuff.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I've got the public disclosure stuff. He
Yeah.
probably has initial report stuff, or maybe like a business card or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
you
The mods banned it on site. Why?
definitely are the only female listed on
Okay.
here. It matches everything else.
Of course, his home lady
You
is
absolutely
normal.
crushed this. Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
It
welcome.
like I said, it's really stupid, but it
Yeah.
meant a lot to me. Ms. Whitney. Oh, sorry. I think it's
Yeah.
Miss. Well, it's not. I don't want to give your new last name, but Ms. Whitney. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You have just been an angel. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Did you have any questions for me or anything that I can answer for you or that you want to know?
You could tell this guy's not a typical troll. He has etiquette. He knows how to interact with people. You know what I mean? Like, no offense, I couldn't picture Snort Hogan talking to someone like this.
Know about this whole shenanigans?
Oh gosh, no. I mean, I'm just glad I was able to remember.
Oh, me
I
too.
mean, for the most part. I mean, like I said, names. Well, it's kind of a crapshoot, but certain incidents, things like that, I can remember places and what happened around them or in them. But yeah, that one was kind of unique in the sense that it was my first time dealing with a gamer and making
Yeah, you need.
First time dealing with a gamer.
able for that to be his sole income. And then, yeah, for some reason I thought the swatting thing came after, but we had
Oh, I wanted to.
so many swatting things.
I wanted to get your reaction to something. So I actually,
Yeah.
I was one of the, there's basically, like I said, there's this guy, and then there's kind of, I don't say an army, but there's a lot of people who don't like him that make content about him. They're called detractors, right? And I was one of the, if not, I think one of the only people that has ever actually gotten to talk with him face to face, like across an interview, right?
Oh, wow.
And during that interview, he asked me, what incentive would this, let's say you get in contact with this officer, what incentive would she have to tell you the truth? And so I was kind of indignant about that, being like, dude, do you understand what Brady Giglio is? This is her career. It will end her if she was just to be flippant and be like, oh, I don't remember anything. Cause it'll get her in trouble if, you actually said, hey, we don't do those crimes, like to like just skirt the issue. So then he goes on afterwards when I'm not talking, he goes on a little show of his own. And he basically said, of course, if this woman remembered and what she was doing was wrong, she would lie out of self-preservation. I would love to hear your opinion on that line of thinking.
Well, see, and that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass. I mean, he's up to bad stuff in himself, so he thinks everyone else has the same degraded moral compass. My commission for Washington State actually expired last weekend.
Hey,
So there's
there you go.
really no repercussions on me. I'm not even commissioned anymore. So it's like I can't see myself why not be honest about it? That's what separates.
This was just recently.
People always have this assumption when they're up to bad things that everyone else will do the same stuff.
Mhm.
So they have a hard time believing that cops are like, the majority out there are honest, and I'll remember the best I can. I might get some things wrong or not remember certain bits and pieces, but I'll do the best.
Well, yeah, and I knew that
I'm
when
not going to sit there. Yeah.
yeah, when
I'm
I
not
said it
gonna
was
sit
Phil,
there.
you didn't.
Fruity Baboon donated €5 through Super Chat. DSP should make a channel reviewing corn and call it DSPjerks.
GSP jerks it. DSP jerks it. Yeah, we're going to do shows together. He was just off today because of his birthday.
Say, oh yeah, totally. That's who it was. It was Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Phil. Dude, you didn't
Yeah.
remember. Okay, that happens.
No. But I remember the incident. I don't remember the PayPal conversation, but it could have entirely happened. I was pretty thorough in documentation, so if it's in there, then it happened.
Yeah, he's handling this shockingly. He's handling this terribly.
That was my own thing.
Well, you didn't document it, and based on your
Oh.
your statement, the conversation about PayPal, and based on your
Andreas Hansen donated 50 Swedish kroner through Super Chat. Can I be a mod?
Fuck you, Andreas. I'm joking, man. I don't know. Did he say anything about? We'll look into it after this. Did he say anything about the cop?
statements of, I worked in human trafficking. There's no way in hell I would tell somebody we only work human trafficking. That's just my icing on the cake. I am going to defer to what I always refer to as LEO best practice or common practice, which is what I think you gave me, over this guy who's been caught in God knows how many lies in the
He threatened her future jobs. Where did he do this?
past. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well,
I can't see any repercussions for me either way. If he's like, oh, I recorded.
No, I agree. I mean, I guess in his defense, Sue, saying that Broside Phil is boring, like you kind of want to have the proper rapport with these people, you know, because then they're going to be like, yeah, this guy's a lunatic. I'm not going to talk to him. It may be more entertaining, but.
It. She said this, and I'm like, that's kind of an outlandish thing for me. Of course he didn't. But I'm like, I was very cautious when I would talk to people to not give onlys or we don't do that, you know. And there were times and calls I referred people to the FBI, but that was if I was tired of talking to
yeah, dude, you would have definitely fumbled 100%
to them and they were what we call a 220, you know, kind of mental. And that was just for fun.
You have no idea how much that like you just gave me icing on top of icing on top of icing on top of a cherry.
That's crazy. They're like, oh, Phil's calling again.
On the cake. My God, you were a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't want to take any more of your Sunday. You gave me 23 minutes of your time. I am indebted to you. Thank you so much.
You bet. And I hope everything works out all right with the whole thing. And this Phil guy gets his comeuppance all on his own karma, and yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you again. Please feel free reach out to me on Messenger or whatever if you have any questions or have any other concerns. I'd be happy to talk with you again.
220 is a code in law enforcement for being mentally unstable, dear mama.
You're an absolute angel. Thank you so much.
You bet. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
God damn. All right, let's see what dude he has. Dude, he makes like oh wait, he counted all the All right, so we'll do this one and this one.
Neva Blowing Bubbles 1337 donated $5 through Super Chat. If DSP is planning to do a corn review segment, DSP jerks it. He can go join in with his son Direct IP. He's still salty being reluctant in banning him.
Yeah, I don't understand that, especially when that guy got caught with a playlist of like, I think it was pretty young girls, like young, like children. You wouldn't want to distance yourself from that as much as possible. I think what it is that Phil doesn't like being told what to do. But, gee, how many... I mean, look, I talk about Phil quite a bit, but he puts up like 5 videos on Phil, 4 to 5 videos on Phil a day, huh?
Chill. We'll just hang out. I'm not gonna, post up that we're doing that. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I might as well just real quick, just make a tweet and a post and say, hey guys, not enough time to do any more network tests, but I'm hanging out with everyone. Post up fast.
Damn, he sped this up. It's still 30 minutes. Oh, he's scared shitless. He got remonetized, though, duty. He looks defeated.
Okay. Go. And here we go.
So wait a second. You got $2.20 from a bunch of people? That's like me banning people for saying this shit about the $40.
Go. And here we go. Okay. Cool. All right. So hello everyone and welcome to a little impromptu mini stream. I was playing the Elden Ring Night Rain network test and played it for about 2 hours and basically have done everything that I really have time to do in the game. I didn't have time for another full run. A full run takes like an hour. So I was like, hey, I'll just chill with the chat. So that's what I'm going to do. Everyone who's still here, thanks for hanging out for this final half hour or so of my stream, some little chill hangout session. Curious what's on everyone's mind tonight. Feel free to tag me in the chat if you would like to talk about anything. Contributions appreciated, not required, of course, but thanks to anyone who supports. No, network didn't go down, Brian, but we did 3 runs already tonight. I already won a run.
All right, this is just talk about him getting money. That's whatever. Let's just do this one.
Why not end the stream early and spend time with your wife? Because I have to work.
His breasts are jiggling.
Work. It's called working to earn income so we can afford everything we have. That's why. Or else why not never be on stream at all? Why not just spend all my time?
Lost in Gaming donated $5 through Super Chat. Listen. After Phil reviews Korn, he should rank his favorite Korn albums from worst to best. Personally, my favorite It Follow the Leader.
You know what's funny? Didn't he say he doesn't like music? That always finds me... I always find that weird. Like, how do you not like any music? That to me is another red flag about his personality.
time with my wife because I'd be destitute. That's why I'd be in the streets. That's why. It's called, you know, the facts of life, common sense. Okay.
Get felted, duds.
That's correct. Manzier says, come on, guys, let's hit 150.
Wait, did he say Manzier? And it went right over his head.
$50 for a 75-cent piece of candy. Just for you, Manzier, since you said that, if we hit the $150 tonight, I'll be sure to eat a big treat that's probably worth at least $1.25 just for you. Okay? Awesome. How do you say tasty in Turkish? I wouldn't know. I'm not Turkish. No clue.
He is so pissed off.
Josh Loungin donated $2 through Super Chat. Listen, why would Phil like music when he sings?
Yo, all jokes aside, though, it's like he's just a droid. The only time I think he showed emotion with music is there literally Hulk Hogan's theme. He started crying. Which, look, man, I'm not making fun of him for getting emotional, but it's just funny. The one time music stirred anything, it involved Hulk Hogan.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick. Dinner was all right, Vietnamese comrade. I just explained. I literally just finished explaining that.
Yeah, this whole thing. Manzier buffering our award. He doesn't even know what a Manzier is. He has no idea, I can tell by how, because the name alone would make him ban the person.
Ivana, if you spoil it, spam the chat one more time with that stupid message, I swear I'm just going to ban you and I don't have to hear it ever again. Really, I'm just tired of it. We had this out on the podcast. You want to continue?
Dark Scam Phil donated $5 through Super Chat. He also refuses to say he has a favorite of game, movie, etc. or say he's excited about something. It's like he's afraid to say whatever it is.
Well, okay. If I'm going to not be biased and try to maintain there's times I love a lot of music. But if you ask me, who's your favorite artist? Go. It's like, I don't know. Because there's so much. You know what I mean? What's your favorite song? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, so I kind of get that. But, oh yeah.
Lyoko Warrior donated $5 through Super Chat. Phil acts like taking an extra couple days off will make him lose his condo.
Dude, this is his grift, man. Now we know it in 4K. Yeah, my beats will make him cry. Yeah, me too, Matthew. And I have stuff that's like favorites. It's just, I can't think of it off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? So I get that is my point. Oh.
It's JFE donated $5 through Super Chat. Play some of your beats for Phil. They might make him cry.
I mean, I listen to a lot of rap. What's one of your favorite rap songs? Like, I can't. There's so many. You know? There's sometimes I don't enjoy farts either, though, Josh Loungin. Phil wouldn't cry with my music. Nothing stirs Phil's soul except WWE champions.
Continue it into my late stream. You're in the wrong fucking place. So just shut up. Right? Just shut the fuck up about it. You really are
Josh
annoying.
Loungin donated $2 through Super Chat. Phil probably farts and doesn't enjoy JT.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I don't enjoy farts either. It's just a means to an end.
Holy shit.
Manzier, I'm just here to...
You notice we're here, we're chilling, we're having a good time. Oh, it's time to start drama. Drama. Shut up. No one cares.
Oh, yeah. You're having a good time. When you're not yelling at somebody, you're just sitting there silent, dude.
No one with a brain, anyway. We're here to have a good time. All right.
That stupid picture. There's your proof of mental illness right there.
So, nothing, huh? We're not going to have our first contribution? Well, all right, I'm just going to be sour then.
Okay, I know he's done this before, but he just made it official. He's just waiting for donations. Like, he's just waiting for donations, not even talking, just waiting for fucking donations. Dude, don't. What are you doing?
And then they can...
Comic Book Chat donated $5 through
He's
Super
been
Chat.
over this.
Phil looks so done with everything. I wonder when he will officially stop doing YouTube.
I think, I mean, the cracks were starting to show way before then. I think when Phil lost his partnership on Twitch, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I genuinely do. He's been checked out, arguably before then, but definitely since then. Definitely. Oh, yeah, dude. Lyoko, it's going to read it, so I'll wait. Oh, yeah.
Lyoko Warrior donated $5 through Super Chat. The level of insecurity a person must have to see their chat talking about sports and socializing with each other is derailing his stream.
Dude, I'm going to bring up the clip again because I haven't brought it up in a long time. I have to show it, though. Never forget this clip. It's like 30 seconds. The fact that he said this is mental illness, like not even jokes, but watch.
It is not on fucking easy, and if you say it one more fucking time and you lie to my audience, you will be permanently banned from the chat. The game is not on easy, you stupid piece of shit dunce who wants to discredit anyone who plays the game on normal. It's on normal. Deal with it. If you don't like it, fuck off and don't come back. I'm never gonna put up with that ever again. Every person who says it's on easy is just gone for good. I'm tired of it. It's so disrespectful to say shit like that. It really is.
Yes, we have a code 220. And yes, I have seen where he gets like jealous if the chat is not like sitting there in admiration of him doing nothing. Why? It's so, but dude, again, he really has severe mental illness. Not like Chris Chan levels of mental illness, admittedly, but enough. He sounds like a teacher had lost control of his class. What a fairy queen. He's so true. How long have I said? I used to say he seems like a disgruntled substitute teacher. You guys used to tell me to shut the fuck up about it because I said it too much. That it's because it's true. Yeah, he doesn't care, except he does absolutely care. And if you do talk about something else, he'll hate you and ban you. He's threatened to ban people for talking. You're derailing the stream by talking about other things. How many times in my chat people are talking about other shit? They're talking about absolutely nothing going on with one. And I don't care. You're here talking about it. That's the most important thing. You're here talking about something different.
Kane Woolley donated $5 New Zealand through Super Chat.
That's what
I
he's
am
doing.
just going to stare at the screen, finger up my ass until someone throws money at me. I am the king DSP. You owe me groceries or I am eating lunch meat.
Yeah. That's literally what he's doing right now, Kane. He's sitting there shaking his foot like this. You see him waiting for someone to donate him money. Beep, 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 beep. And then I'm not an e-beggar. This is what happened when your mom doesn't buy you the Wolverine figure. Dark Anus, thank you for being a member for 13 months, and you're damn right. If his parents bought him that Wolverine figure when he was younger, none of this would have happened. Anyway, like I just had to show you this clip. Mud on, Phil.
Continued, so now they're gone. I've no tolerance for people who just want to derail my chat constantly, especially because that's a troll account anyway. That's a sock account. I'm not stupid. I know who that is. They've only been in here for 3 months because they haven't broken the rules, but now they're going to start, so get the fuck out. I'm just...
There are his breasts. Now, again, I will say, Rich, you have breasts. Yes, I do, but I'm not trying to hide the fact that I have breasts. I'm not going to pretend it's the shirt that makes me look like I have breasts. That's why I don't get that much flack for having breasts. That is the difference. Phil, it's like, oh, it's the shirt. Oh, it's stretched out. Phil, you could see your breasts are jiggling as you're shaking your leg.
Tired of it. You want to sit here, like, we're all having good conversation a little bit here, and then all of a sudden someone has to be a dick.
Phil, you're staring at the screen waiting, and the only ones you're responding to is people pissing you off. Yeah, Rich is just every style. Kane Woolley. Rich is just every style of shirt he owns gives him breasts. It's a coincidence. I know. It's all a coincidence with Philip Paul Coincidence Burnell.
Right? The bottom line is, do you want to be next? Really? You want to be next? You want to be the next whiner to get your ass kicked out of my chat? Where no one cares about this.
Oh, this is a great clip. Oh my God. Well, Mari, you are a woman. You're supposed to have breasts. I'm not supposed to. Neither is Phil. Here's the thing, though. I admit, like, come on, dude. I see this, like, your breast is making the shirt, like, crease under it. Right here. It's right there. He's so pissed off. This, to me, is more fun than the phone call, to be quite honest with you.
Really, I'm tired of your shit. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired. Everyone has to whine and complain. Wah, wah, wah. So here's what you do. I'm serious. Here's what you buy a PC, all right? You get your own camera. You get your own internet connection. And you turn it on and you run your own
YouTube cares enough to get a
goddamn stream. And then you can moderate or not moderate whoever the hell you want on your own stream. And you'll have a great time.
Oh my God, Phil.
And then if you don't like people, you can kick them out yourself. It'll be great. It'll be a great time because it'll be probably you and yourself sitting there talking to yourself all night with the way that you act. Okay?
There's only 161 people watching. I mean, not that I've been getting huge numbers, but you're sitting around just bitching at people saying shit that you don't like, waiting for people to donate to you. Go to fucking bed, Phil.
All right, goodbye. Goodbye.
Tell him, King.
Don't come back. You want to keep going. He wants to keep pushing it. Keep going, right? Yeah, you can keep going. Right out the door off my
Phil, how do you not realize after 37 years of doing this? Perspacity, how are you? Positive, wholesome content, absolutely. Phil, banning people. What's good, Ben? How you doing? If I'm saying your name wrong, it's also almost 2 a.m. My apologies. It's I mean, there are times like I've seen people say stuff like putting my address up or saying something vile about my kid or whatever. Phil is a woman. He has the
Andreas
breast of a woman.
Hansen donated 50 Swedish kroner through Super Chat. Phil is a woman.
All he has those breasts. I mean, people have told me, like, why do you wait so long to ban people? Whether you donate a lot or don't donate a lot, I always hesitate. Minus with, like, again, if they say something about my kid or say something along those lines or put up my address, yeah, you'll get banned for that shit. Because a lot of times it just, like, there was this one dude here, I won't name him, and I was banning him because he was just spamming shit over and over again. He had like 20 other accounts. This just happened recently. What's up, Love It? I know I'm saying your name wrong, so I'm just going to call you Love It. He just came back with 20 other accounts. It doesn't really do anything. It's not like they can't watch your streams. Doesn't Twitch do that now? If you're banned, you can't even watch the stream. I know, because Kinda Sav banned me. So my point being is that it kind of she banned me. She's a fucking refrain. Should probably be more careful with my words. Not saying that I won't swear and shit, but some words I should keep out of my mouth so these streams can say somewhat monetized. But she said some vile shit about my kid. She told me to go hang myself or get a rope to hang myself. So I started like lightheartedly fucking with her. Kind of funny how she could dish it but can't take it. And I became a subscriber, I think it's called over there on Twitch. And she banned me. Kind of funny, man. She could talk a lot of shit, but she can't take a hit. Fuck that bitch.
Stream. It's fucking people.
And you know what? Just because, like, dude, the DSP, like, hater crowd loves her because she has a vagina. So she's treated like the belle of the fucking ball, too. Like, man, if you're a female fucking troll, holy shit, insta-simp. Insta-simp. Love me. I have a penis. Yes, Mike, you could be a mod. Yes, you can. Ed is I almost banned people by accident. Yeah, like, you don't have to like me. Look, you could think I'm the biggest piece of shit. Like, why talk about my kid? Or tell me to kill myself. But once you go there, man, I'll dish it right the fuck back. I won't start going there. But once you go there, I'm not a nice guy. Never said I was. Never said I was. Why would I ban you? You've never given me a reason to ban you.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, he's just waiting for money. He's just waiting for money. He's just waiting for money. All right, I'm here for it.
Andreas Hansen donated 50 Swedish kroner through Super Chat. You think female can be manipulation?
There's a term that the CIA and other places around the world have used, Andre. It's called a honeypot, where they get attractive women to have people put their guard down because they're attractive women. So abso-fucking-lutely. It's a real thing. Look, you ever watch a perfect example? Watch Munich. The film Munich. It was directed by Steven Spielberg. Honeypot in there. She got dealt with, too. Badass movie. Highly recommend it.
Really, I just had enough. By the way, I made that highlight. That very discussion
Comic
this
Book
morning.
Chat donated $5 through Super Chat. I feel the same way about Elon. I hate the guy, but I would never bring his kids into the conversation. The people who do that have lost all leverage.
100%. His kids are not responsible for his actions. You know what I mean?
I made a highlight, and that's what I'm uploading tonight to DSP Gaming as a highlight from the podcast. For those who missed it, the podcast. So the podcast started off with someone tipping me, saying I over-moderate. And I over-moderate so much that people...
You absolutely do. They're literally receipts of it. Yes, give me all of your money. Isn't one of his kids transgender too? The irony.
are afraid to talk in the chat. And I said, I don't even know what you're talking about. I barely moderate anymore. And I get tons of complaints these days that I don't have enough moderators to help at all. But
again, he has to if you say he's Mr. Opposite, Phil, they go through the list on Kick. Banned forever, banned forever, banned forever.
the level of trolling and the sock accounts and the things that
I
are
wonder if
constantly
that's why he lost
coming
his
in.
mind, Seymour.
Okay. So then as the stream is continuing on, near the end of the stream, people in Kick Chat are complaining with me that I'm not moderating enough because there's someone there that they just don't like. And I said, so what did the person do to violate the rules? And I literally took time on the podcast to read the entire chat log from the stream. The person had not said a single thing or violated any rules. So they just don't like this guy. And they're sitting there and they're yelling at me to moderate. I said, the person earlier literally complained that I moderate too much. Now you're going to sit here on the very same stream and tell me I'm not moderating enough. Make it make fucking sense, because I've had enough of the hypocrisy from these people who just want to complain no matter.
You know why I think Phil really tolerated Derich? It's nothing even really that nefarious. Still makes him awful for doing it, especially what Derich is known for. Derich kissed his ass. Really, really kissed his ass. And Phil loves getting his ass kissed. That's why. It's that simple.
Kane Woolley donated $5 New Zealand through Super Chat. I saw some people in chat saying stop donating, so this is just me donating because they told me not to.
What I'll probably do is I'll make it like $7.99, because I know like where different currencies fluctuate, but that would be about $10 roundabout. This I did more so for if Dark Souls fucking worked. But yeah, I'll probably go to like $7.99, so like the $9.99 or $10 super chats are the only one that do text to speech, because it is great. People do donate more because they get the text to speech heard. But I could see how it kind of is too much, though. I'm partially torn because I make more money. But people are saying $6.99. Maybe I'll do it now. $6.99 would be the right spot. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. You've always been a huge supporter. So let me do super chats here. Yeah, like I said, I had it at $1.99 because I was playing Dark Souls and I would miss them like a motherfucker. But so $6.99 on up, I think that makes sense. There we go. There we go. Let me test it, make sure I didn't fuck anything up.
Kevin donated $93 through Super Chat. This is a test Super Chat message.
Oh my God, Phil's masturbating animation is fantastic too.
Or what? So I actually made a highlight of it, and that's going to be a great video.
So there, it's not astronomical through the roof, but not every super chat is going to be read out loud, so it doesn't fuck up the flow as much. See? I fixed it right here and there.
To expose the idiocy of these people tonight when I upload it on DSP Gaming. I can't wait.
Wait. DSP Gaming, loaded diaper real? You know why that is? Because he was wearing a pair of pants that made it look like he shit himself. He didn't, but it made it look like it. I'm getting my oh fuck! I'm getting my 3K. See that? Yeah, now I'm getting my 3K. Should I save it or spend it like crazy? You seem like a smart man that knows how to handle money. It was just these, like, it seems like, not that I look at Phil's ass, but because I've seen the, like, people were saying it looked like, I'm like, I know why it's like, because it looks like he has no ass. Dude, this doesn't make people want to donate. Let it go and go to bed. Imagine I just sat here, my chat's here, and I was just cue Dark Souls music. All right, Sue, you're banned from the fucking chat. I'm tired of hearing about that. You're done. That's it. Same fucking thing over and over and over again. All right, Natsu. You say enough of you saying fucking birds. I told you to stop saying. I told you to stop derailing the fucking stream, and you keep saying the fucking birds. So now you're gone. Try to fucking test me, so. All right, Victor, this is the 10th time you talked about my breasts. That is it. You are fucking gone as well. I'm tired of hearing the same fucking thing. You want to be fucking trolls? Fuck with me. See what happens. You'll make 20 more accounts. Carlos, thank you for being a man with the bird's name. Troll slayed again, King. It's like, dude, you're sitting around waiting for money. It's not even, maybe hyperbole is the right word. You are literally doing electronic e-panhandling. You were like a homeless person on a corner, like shaking a can around, hoping someone puts money in it. That is exactly what you are doing right now. It's insane. It is fucking lunacy. It is out of control. He's literally, it's not even like I'm exaggerating or being a dick. He's sitting here just waiting for money to roll in. Like you're doing like what the TikTok fucking retards do. Like, yo, I need breakfast. Give me money. Like, what? What did it become about this? What did it become? People want to give you money because you entertain them. You are giving them a product, which is why I think I make money here. If you are just, it's not that you, oh, I'm streaming, so therefore money must come to me. But that's where we're at now with a lot of these fucking weirdos, dude.
Lost in Gaming donated $7 through Super Chat. Rich. Look at DSP's pinned comment on Elon's platform. It might be worse than the buzzing with spring fun flyer from last year.
Oh, no. No. Oh yeah, I'll check that out. Let's go. All right. I know I'm blocked. What they call the DSP. Wait, he doesn't have me blocked? Oh no, I'm blocked. New games and love are in the air. Oh my god. He's gone. He is absolutely, officially fucking gone. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what? He's a cherub. He's a fucking cherub with a cowboy hat on. Oh god. Holy shit, I'm gonna blue screen. Wow, what is going on? Oh my god, he is fucking... I mean, he's literally nuts. He is a cherub with a cowboy hat on. And new games and love is in the air. Let's get back to that love. And here is the actual love. 220, you're damn right, man.
I know, I agree with you. I know we just want to have a chill stream. That's what I mean. Do you really think I'm going to let these people sit in the chat and do this? No. The more, you're going to, I say stop, and then they keep doing it. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Go to your own stream. But leave us alone. Really, just leave us alone. We're normal people here who want to hang out and enjoy Ninja Gaiden and have some conversation. You know, we don't want to deal with your nonstop drama. It's like literally every moment for them, there has to be something wrong that needs to be fixed. There's something that needs to be complained about or something that needs to be whined about. There's some grave injustice going on. Oh, I'm so annoyed. You notice you're the one that's annoyed and the rest of the world around you isn't? Did you ever notice that? That maybe perhaps if you're the person that's always complaining and whining about something and nothing's ever good enough for you, that maybe you're the problem?
Phil, I'm back. You're literally describing yourself.
And the other very funny part about it is it's not like there's a lack of content creators out there, right? If you think that,
4.5 gigabytes.
I'm just doing something horribly wrong, then why are you here every night, right?
Frozen solid.
I think he moderates too much. I think he doesn't moderate enough. We both don't like Phil, but we're here for every stream. Just to...
Phil, objectively, like, people have seen the list. Your moderation is out of control. It's not even like an opinion thing. You ban more people than I've maybe there is someone who does it more. But personally, from what I've seen, I have never seen someone ban as much as you do.
Complain. Sounds great. Okay.
Yeah, he banned, like, I saw that he banned like 1,200 people, dude. Come on, Phil.
All right, we're going to start in a few minutes, all right? Like I said, I don't think it's going to take 2 hours to beat this. I don't. I think it's going to take maybe an hour, hour and a half tops, because these final chapters have not even been that lengthy. So we'll see. But, guys, it would be great to get some level of support started before we begin. Because, like I said earlier today, we didn't even come close to hitting the goal on the Call of Duty stream. So at least to get something going right now would be very nice of you if someone contributed.
The only time he gets animated, we've seen it right here in real time, is when he talks about money or he's yelling at someone who pissed him off. I can't, man. I can't.
and got, or maybe like one contribution of each type, just to get some momentum going as we start to play the game, rather than me go.
Either way, it would be insane, Hooded Stranger, but I'm not sure. 1,200 in total or in one stream? Well, Evil Nutrition, if you're talking about Ninja Gaiden, I can't talk. I'm sure it would take me a fuck ton of time, too.
Going in with zeros, that would be nice.
No, would he need 1,200 viewers, or would it be a bunch of people coming in with sock accounts, though? Kane. Yeah, that's what I think it is, love it. 1,200 banned accounts, you would just need a whole bunch of sock accounts. And if you say anything Phil doesn't like, even if it's like the most lighthearted jab, you're gone. And dude, like like that one guy, I don't even remember his name, and even if I did, I wouldn't say it anyway. He came in here with like 30 different accounts, and he was spamming, so I kept banning him. You know, so yeah, imagine him times 100, which isn't unreal. That would be 3,000 accounts to ban. So it's not unrealistic. Phil saying he doesn't have breasts when we can clearly see him is unrealistic. Phil, help me find love. Now I'm just like him, alone with my cat. Goal accomplished. Yeah, I can't picture him and Cat having like this deep, passionate relationship. I just can't.
Oh, excuse me.
I burp all the time on stream. I fart on stream. I don't, but like, he's just sitting there, not saying nothing with his breast jiggling, waiting for money. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, you got to say something.
No one seems to be talking about any particular topic. It's all over the place. I'm reading both chats, and it's like random stuff, random stuff, random.
Why don't you talk about something, Phil? Why don't you bring something to the table instead of just load a diaper reel? Like, yeah, I know that's... Dude, you are the one who's supposed to be engaging and having a conversation. Bring up something. Bring up a topic. Just stop sitting there and staring like, hey, someone say something, aka give me money.
Stuff. What time does the game start? Whenever I feel like booting it up. That's when the game starts. I've got it already. I'm good to go.
So he's holding the chat hostage until he gets a certain amount of money. Again.
Go right here. I've got the game ready to go whenever we're ready to start. But I wasn't under the impression we're in any rush, right? I wasn't under the impression we're in a rush because that we're at the end of the game. It's going to end relatively quickly, I think.
I can't believe he's holding the chat hostage. Again. He's like, I need money first. Yeah, that he does. I hate to say it. 8-Bit Eric has better commentary. Yeah, I didn't really... I just thought he was waiting around for donations, and this was the end. He's waiting for donations before he starts the game again. Withholders make me sick to my stomach. All right, this is weird. What are we supposed to be doing? 100%. What are you doing?
No, we're not even doing Q&A. I'm just kind of chilling to see what's going on. Like I
Oh yeah, you're chilling and you're just chilling, seeing what's going on. AKA, I want to make a certain amount of money. You're hoping that king's tax gets hit before you even pick up the fucking controller.
I'm actually curious how long the stream can go on before I start the game. And
Lost in Gaming donated $7 through Super Chat. Rich. I work 6 days a week full time. I don't have time to look up interesting topics to talk about.
Listen. Stop pulling Hogan's. Sarge's wife, how are you? Listen. Like, you would think, like, dude, you want to chill. You are supposed to be a show. Go find something to talk about. Achieve that dream, Philip. Have a conversation. Be engaging. You say that you have a podcast, level 1 podcast. Be a podcast. This is not a podcast. This is literally you sitting there waiting for someone to give you money before you start playing a game, and you're hyper focusing on it, hoping that will lure. Basically, you're incentivizing people, be like, all right, I want this guy to play a game. Might as well give him money. Oh my God.
with no one even doing a single contribution, I'm just curious how long it can actually possibly go on.
Well, at least he just flat out said it now. I can't with this guy. He's like, and he's just shaming them. He's shaming his audience. This is not what streaming's about, Phil. I wonder what, see, he's so, like, I wonder what, like, 2010 Phil would think of 2025 Phil. Because he's a narcissistic idiot with no self-awareness, you probably think he's awesome. Like, if it's like, that would be like showing Butthead from Beavis and Butthead his future. Butthead, I would like to show you your future. And then he goes like this, like the whole thing where it fades into it. And then like the person who showed it to me is like, do you see what you're doing wrong, Butthead? And Butthead would be like, whoa, this is awesome. No, he would, whoa, I'm like pretty cool. Give me money. He would never say awesome. That was a fail. But Phil, you were sitting around eating Arby's. Okay. Are there fries?
We'll do a test. How long has the stream been on so far? Well, the stream went on 25 minutes ago, but I didn't start talking until like 10 minutes ago, right? I want to say I started talking a little after 7.
This is the saddest shit. He is not going to start the stream. He wants to get paid. Imagine going to your job and not working, wanting to get paid first before you work. It's like being a server at a restaurant and wanting all your tip money first before you actually get the tips.
Comic Book Chat donated $10 through
Good
Super
point.
Chat. This is like we are nearing the series finale of DSP and he knows that, so he is just trying to milk whatever he has left in the channel.
That's a good point, baby. Dude, I wonder if it really did all become crumbling down. I mean, he's not even at 200 viewers, okay? If it all came crumbling down, like, what would he do? Like, you're imagine just like sitting there and he feels, because you're just watching him, that he's entitled to your money. And not only does he feel he's entitled, he's angry because he's not getting it. Oh my God. I can't.
No, I've never made pasta from scratch. Nope. Never have. I've made the marinara sauce from scratch. Never made a pasta from scratch, though. That I don't know how to do. What's up?
Now hey, why don't you, here's a way, why don't you talk about, I remember the video where you're with Panda Lee at the time, where you made the pasta. Why don't you talk about that video? Oh, this happened and that happened. I know you're not interested because it didn't pay you, but it's better than just sitting there and staring at the chat waiting for people to throw you some nickels and dimes. Like,
Avarice.
and then, dare I say it, here's the part I missed, because you entertain people by telling your story, they'd be like, hey, you entertain me. Here's a super chat. I know it's big brain shit, but do I
Yes, Benoit
fucking Keemstar there?
Boys tomorrow. Smart Guys is happening.
This is very chill staring. Oh my God, Phil, you are such a pussy. Knowing what you know, which we already knew, but now it should be plainly obvious to you. They admitted it even before this, that they were just using you for content. Knowing what you know about what PPP did now, you're still gonna be like, this is cucking to another level, dude. Oh my God.
Despite morons making up stuff all weekend long, complete nonsense.
PPP has done more to you, and Kino Casino has done more to you in like a year than what I would never do the shit they did. I just don't, I just like laughing at you, Phil. I don't have an active reason to destroy you. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that I dislike immensely, but will I ever bother them or go out of my way to like take them down? No. I just laugh at you because you're ridiculous. For example, this is comedic gold that you're sitting there, or comedy gold, excuse me, that you're sitting there quietly waiting for people to give you money before you start your stream. But they've done more to you in a year than like it's a Gundam.
It's JFE donated $10 through Super Chat.
Yet you still work with them?
This is meaningful content to me. Phil's silence is meaningful to my life, rolling on the floor laughing.
JFE, yeah. It's ASMR. Yeah, but Purse, I'm going to just call you Purse. Like, who knows? Nothing may ever take down Phil, but they've come the closest to it. It's just, he's such a fucking hypocrite, man. This is what pisses me off about him. I've done nothing even remotely close to what Kino Casino has done to him. Not even in the same fucking realm, same zip code. But he considers me the Antichrist. When they do this, like, Phil, you were just on an interview with the Truth Seekers, Stephen from the Truth Seekers, and he had the most damning receipts, well organized, that anybody has ever have, and that was set up by PPP, to the point that PPP told Stephen to tell him to take a lie detector test. And now you're still gonna do a show with a guy that you know went out of his way to fuck you in the ass? Not saying you didn't deserve it, you did. But grow a set of fucking balls. And I know what it is. Yeah. That's what makes people watch, is that he's a scam artist. But my take is this, and I hold to it. Okay, he sees clout and money from working with Kino Casino. He's hoping that the audience comes over, which I guess is clout and money. But I do think he's actually afraid of them and his audience. That's why I think he bends and spreads for 100%. I think he's afraid that if he, like, cuts ties and says, yo, fuck you, I'm done, he's afraid of the onslaught, which he will almost definitely receive. He's literally spreading for bread, yes. Yeah, Raw, look, I think he's a piece of shit. I do. I do think Phil's a piece of shit. But would I ever try to break into his bank account? No. Would I go to the lengths to find out shit that other people did? No. And it's not laziness. It's just like, I just like laughing at the guy because to me, he's like a reality show. When people come at me with obsession, I'm like, do you watch a show on TV that's on daily, like a reality show? Yes. What's the difference? And then they just glance right, oh, you're obsessed. But I'm like, okay, so when you watch Big Brother on 5 fucking days a week, you're obsessed with that then. There you go.
Smart Guys is happening tomorrow night, the usual time, around 7 p.m. Pacific time, on the DSP Reacts channel and on Kick. All right? I'm looking forward to watching Raw tonight. I did not, for the record, I did not watch NXT. I was thinking of watching the NXT pay-per-view over the weekend, but I didn't.
Are you talking about Kino Casino? Yeah, dude, I was just tuning in tonight through someone else's channel, 8-Bit Eric. And, like, they just flat out lied about some shit. For example, the goal that we hit on Tech Talk, where I sat on the pizza and ate it. They said we never hit the goal. We did. We hit it in the previous stream. That's why we sat on the pizzas. And then they said he ate the whole, and then it was Andy Worski's like, he ate the whole thing. The pizza literally fell on the floor. I had, I believe, 2 slices. It fell on the floor on a rug, so it was done. So I threw it out and had to vacuum. They're just pieces of shit. Like, there's plenty of things that I've done that you could fucking roast me into an oblivion for. Why make up stuff? But that's what they do. They don't care. They'll say whatever they need to do to get people to fucking give them money. Yeah, Andy Worski's like, he says next to nothing. I also find it funny. There was a clip going around on Twitter where they used to make fun of me all the time for taking edibles. And there's this clip on from Kino Casino where Ashton or PPP is pissed drunk saying he'll drink more for money. Like, fuck you. Just fuck both of you. Hate people like that, dude.
Get around to it. And there's no way I'm going to watch Raw and NXT tonight. So it's just going to be Raw for this week.
Look at that money just flying in, Phil, there.
Oh, yeah? Malice was timed out by Nightbot. What did Malice say? It's a troll. No wonder Nightbot.
Totally worth looking like an asshole waiting to play a game until you get paid. It's working out well.
Caught him. Cool.
God, that Govey screen behind him is so corny. I know I say that all the time. I just can't get over it. Yo, speaking of what we're talking about, I think pot would do wonders for Phil. I'm only half kidding. The only thing I could say is that because he's an ape, he probably would just say stupid things and become completely unfiltered and get in trouble.
What?
His damn shirt's making it look like he has breasts. I mean, those are man tits, Phil. Welcome to the man tit club. Yeah, Mari, the Dark Souls music just like it just fits with everything.
Oh, pre-rolls? You mean rolling papers? Someone said I picked up pre-rolls. Do they mean rolling papers? Not sure, though. But we called them back in the day. We didn't call them pre-rolls.
Because they didn't really have pre-rolls in like the 90s, dude. As far as I remember. Didn't he say he never smoked weed anyway? I can't believe this is like real. I mean, I can with Phil, but
I didn't smoke. Well, I did smoke. I didn't roll them, though. That's for sure. And I only smoked a few times. I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. My friends liked it a lot more than I did. I don't know why. I didn't really. I would say out of all the times that I smoked marijuana, I can distinctly remember.
Oh, I guess you did.
A few of them. Like I remember the first time ever was on my best friend's father's boat, where it was docked and we used to hang out in it at night. We weren't supposed to be there, but we were able to do it. No one ever bothered us. So I remember once was that. That was the first time I ever smoked, and I don't really feel like it ever hit me. It wasn't that good. The second time it absolutely did hit me, and I remember we had a night of discussion where basically like the endorphins were flowing. So anything you talked about felt like the best conversation ever for some bizarre reason. And I remember one.
I need to see I Phil. He would either be insanely paranoid, dude, or he would become completely unfiltered and he would just say stupid shit. I would go with that one.
Once we all smoked up at my friend's house, but I was already drinking.
He definitely needs indica.
And when I smoked and drank at the same time, it didn't agree with me, and I got really sick. I remember that. And I remember the last time I ever smoked marijuana was the time when we smoked, and apparently it must have been laced with something because we literally lost a day, like an entire day. We have no clue what we did. We must have gone around and did something, but we woke up and we were all like really groggy. And we were on the floor of our college dorm, and we woke up. We're like, why are we on the floor? You know, we have beds here. Why the fuck did we sleep on the floor? We have no
I would love. College film must have been a trip.
clue. And we were looking around and we're like, what's going on? And we looked at the clock and it was like 4 p.m., something like that. We're like, 4 p.m., what day is it? And we looked, it was literally a whole like day and a half after when we had smoked. And we were like, what the fuck just happened? And then we realized we were supposed to go to dinner with
Wow, you're actually telling a story.
my friend's parents that night. And we were like, fuck, we got to clean up. We got to, we got to be ready for this. We were supposed to go to this dinner. Like, what happened? And after that, I had enough. I was like, dude, guys, I'm never doing this shit again. Like, it was the weed. I know it wasn't the weed. I know something was in that shit that hit us so fucking hard that we lost the whole day. And we're like, dude, I'm not doing this dumb shit ever again. You know, you don't know when you're getting it from.
That picture with him wearing the crown he looks like a lunatic in it. Like, what's that face? He looks like he's in full psychosis.
I mean, today, if I were to smoke up, obviously I would just go to the legal place here in Washington. Back then, there was no legal place to get weed. So you're just getting it from someone you don't know what the fuck you're smoking, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I only smoked a handful of times before. And that was in the early 2000s. Like, literally maybe 4 times at most. It was not a lot, but I would do it. When I did it, I used to like take huge hits like an idiot. And there was this one time I was at our friend Mike's house, and he had a bong that you needed like a ladder to get to the top. I took a hit, man, and I was so fucking paranoid. I was like freaking the fuck out. That was the only time that's ever happened to me. Probably again because it was laced. Smoke hash and eat ass. Absolutely.
I don't know if excited is the word for Avowed. I don't know if I'm excited for it. I hope that it's good, but a lot of people are saying it's bad. I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
I can't believe this is a stream. Oh, wow. Past 2:30, but, might as well finish. We're at 35 seconds
I'm
to
getting
go.
some indigestion from dinner. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, I guess I give up. I guess we're not going to get any support, so I guess I'm just going to start playing the game.
What a way to run a stream.
Yeah, I was really hoping to at least get someone on the leaderboard, but I guess I can't make anyone do anything, right? I can't twist your arms, and I'm not a jerk. I told you I was going to do a gameplay
I'm not a jerk, as I'm holding off playing the game so you pay me.
stream, so we're actually going to do the gameplay stream. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I can go bottom right.
Oh wow, Phil, you're such a selfless guy about to play a video game because even though you didn't get paid to play a video game.
Right, bottom right corner, camera.
Wow. Now, if he had even a remote amount of sanity and self-awareness, you would think, oh, wow, look what I was caught with. Even if you don't want to admit it. Maybe I should change my ways just a little bit and not, hold the stream hostage until they pay up. But no. Same thing. He's just going to stay in the same course. Oh, Phil. All right, everybody. It's been real. Thank you so much for coming through again. I'm glad to see we hit the goals. It's awesome. I enjoy doing these late streams. And I had a hell of a time. This was fun as hell. So I'll be back again tomorrow with this and Tech Talk. We will play more Dark Souls again. I'm going to set up a separate computer to play it from. That'll be later this week. I'm pretty sure. If not, I'll make it up. If it's not this week, early next week, I'll make up and do a second members only stream where we continue with Dark Souls. And next Monday, I'm doing members call-ins. So if you become a member, you could link it up. You could link your YouTube account up to the new Discord, and we could do call-ins and shoot the shit. And it doesn't have to necessarily be pleasant. You got to beef with me. You got to gripe with me. You disagree with one of my takes. We could talk about that too. I'm not looking for people to kiss my ass. Anyway, have a great evening. I'll see you. I'm still going to call it tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, even though it's tonight. And we'll have another banger. My kids will be here too, but they'll be sleeping at that point. Have a good one, guys. I will see you real soon.